Well, hey, welcome to day 8 of our challenge to get to Instacart Diamond in less than 30 days. Wednesday was tough. Thursday seems like it's picking up a little bit, but it's still up in the air if we're going to make it to Diamond status by getting 200 orders in less than 30 days. Everything is on the line, but we're feeling optimistic, and Thursday's going to be a better day. Let's check it out.
Hello, good morning. I'm kind of discouraged today. It is December 13th. I'm grinding through this Instacart challenge. Can I get to Diamond in 30 days or less? In case you can't tell, I'm not in the same great mood I'm usually in. So as I woke up this morning and I have a 3-star review from a shop I did 2 days ago with no feedback. And I'm just really bummed that someone can, leave negative feedback for really apparently no reason, and that can jeopardize all of the work that I've been doing for the last almost month now. I have been working very long hours to do this, and, I've chatted in with support a couple of times, I've asked about it, and they're not doing anything about it. So I'm just super bummed, honestly, and the only sort of, I guess, common factor that I can determine about the reviews is the cluster of stores. Maybe that cluster of stores just has customers who rate differently, so I guess I'm just gonna avoid that area. I think there was a lot of shops coming out of that area, and maybe that's because a lot of other shoppers experience the same thing, which is you do all of this work, you work and you shop for someone for an hour of your life, and then they rate you with 3 stars, and they probably gave you a $2 tip, if that. And, I would never do that to someone. I really would not. But I'm going to keep going until, if I get below a 4.7, then I'm just done. I'm just going to end the challenge. I'm not going to try this anymore. Then I'll delete my Instacart app and be done. But I think that I can apply a positive attitude to this and try to have a better experience. I'm just bummed today, honestly. My first shop is a Sephora. I haven't missed a Sephora, so that's good. Because they're always very helpful. So we'll knock this shop out real quick and go deliver it, and hopefully the customer's happy and leaves a good review. I hope someone from Instacart watches these videos and they can see how someone can try to be a good shopper, try to be positive, try to even tell other shoppers how to be great shoppers and showcase this, and then just to have someone really impact not only your livelihood but your mood and your mental health. No. I'm honestly at a point where if I get another unfair rating, I'll probably just stop this. It's not worth it. It's not worth the strain on my mental health and how I woke up today and, feeling like I'm a bad person because I got a bad rating on an app. This is not okay, honestly. All right, so we're headed towards Sephora to get this quick 3-shop order done. It pays $10 for 3 items, and it's 2.6 miles, I think. It's very Christmassy in downtown Summerlin. Hey. Well, that was a bust. I went in the store and they didn't have 2 of the items. There was Yves Saint Laurent lipstick, and the YSL rep was actually there, so it's that's not my fault. So I got $5, did not get a completed batch, but I also didn't deliver 1 out of 3 items and get a bad rating. See, this is where the rating system, I would have canceled this even if it impacted me negatively, because I wasn't going to take a ratings hit for something that's not my fault. And that's where this rating system is a huge flaw. So I guess we'll try to find the next order. Okay, we're back at Smith's. Pretty simple shop. It looks like an online purchase. 7 items. It was boosted, so $2 tip, $10 total. Somehow I missed the black beans when I was in the bean aisle. It's an amateur mistake. I'll chalk it up to my generally bad mood today. Okay, so we're back at Smith's now. Ugh, everything's beeping. Second order of the day, technically the third. The first one got canceled. This one's like $9 for 4 items. It's very simple. And I'm just not really feeling it, to be honest with you. I actually did DoorDash for a little bit during the lunch break, and I feel like I'm in a relationship and the relationship's bad, so I'm like, maybe I'll go back to my cheating ex-girlfriend because things, at least I was happier there. And that's how I feel with DoorDash versus Instacart right now. Just because, like, with DoorDash, if you get someone on the phone and something is unfair with your rating, they legitimately will at least tell you, like, here's what's going on, we'll fix it. And if there's no reason for that rating to be there, they will take the rating off. Then you have to work to get the status to make that happen, but the fact that I've talked to like 4 people at Instacart and nobody cares, they're just like, meh, good luck. So I'm like, I should give you 1 star and see how it feels. But I don't, because I'm not a terrible person. So let's go do the shop. Let's talk about mental health briefly before we go do the shop. Gig work is terrible on your mental health. And like, I mean, if you watch me during these videos, and I haven't posted them all yet, but like if you watch them, you'll see like I'm like, yeah, let's go get them. I'm ready. There's Instacart telling me you're at the store. Oh no, it wants me to go to another store. Okay, as we enter this particular Smith's, one piece of advice, you know, I'm gonna be productive. One piece of advice is like, be very good with your store people, because like, number one, if a store doesn't like you, they absolutely can ban you. And number two, like, you're gonna need them for help. And if you're like the cool, nice Instacart person and you're looking for that thing that you've been looking for 5 minutes and they recognize you, they're definitely gonna help you out, versus if you're rude and you don't talk and you throw your receipts everywhere, all that sort of stuff. So the biggest advice for today's video is like, be that person, be the person who's helpful and nice to the people at the store. The thing about the rating system is like, it is not a unilateral or fair way to rate the driver. For example, I just had this order and they didn't have this particle board tri-board, so I literally drove to the Smith's down the street to try to find it, and I did, and it worked. But it's like, okay, well, it's not technically the one they wanted, so are they, you know, like I did all this extra work, and you know, it's not just the mercy of someone who might be having a bad day and not representative of the quality of work you do. So, you know, I think after waking up this morning and seeing my reviews and seeing how it affected me, I've kind of put a line in the sand that it's like, okay, you have to be 4.7 to be a Diamond shopper. I've done all this work. If at any point between now and the time that I hit Diamond shopper, I drop below 4.7, not only am I going to be done with this challenge, but I'm going to be done with Instacart, because I am not going to let that affect me so deeply, and it has affected me deeply. So, I don't know, like, I'm probably oversharing here, but I know that a lot of other people feel this way too. I know that you take it seriously, and I definitely know a lot of gig workers don't take it seriously. And the thing that I think kind of seems fundamentally unfair is like, some of the people who use these apps the most are like, they just don't care, and you know that they don't care, and like they do a bad job and they get bad ratings, and it seems like nothing ever happens to them. So yeah, we're gonna drop off the Smith's order. We're gonna try to regroup and see what's going on. This is not going the way I thought it would go. I thought I would be like pro Instacart. I think like Instacart hype man kind of thing. It's not happening, and I just wish someone from Instacart would maybe like try to observe and listen to the feedback, but it doesn't feel like they want to hear the feedback. So I took an order for Target. It was a double order for $13 with heavy pay. And when I got the order, what I realized was that the first order was listed as a house, the one with the heavy pay, which had like a big case of water and it was the biggest order.
Turn left toward West Charleston Boulevard, then turn right.
And it was not a house; it was an apartment. And so I reached out to support.
Turn right.
I will try. I reached out to support because I was like, well, I accepted this offer based on this telling me it was a house, and now this is an apartment, and I can't bring
Take the second right, then turn left.
I can't bring up all this stuff to an apartment. And I was like, can you please unassign this without penalty? And they did. So now I'm delivering this order, and it is basically $8 now. One order, but I mean, I don't think I could have done the apartment one. I just don't. Plus, yeah, no. So we'll go deliver this one. It's very slow this afternoon. Now I'm starting to worry that the reason it's slow is because I have these 3-star ratings. This one 3-star rating.
Take the next right onto West
I gotta
Charleston
turn this
Boulevard,
attitude
then
around,
turn
you know?
right onto South Rampart Boulevard.
All right, we ended up in the Smiths, in the part of town I've been trying to stay away from because it's my theory that this is where I'm getting my bad ratings from. So I guess we'll see. This one was a good order though. It's $16 for 5 miles, 32 items. Quick shop, easy shop. I kind of rushed through the parking lot because there was a guy with an oxygen tank smoking a cigarette right by his oxygen tank. And I don't know how that's gonna turn out. This is not a complicated shop. Some of these things are definitely not where they're supposed to be. Like this is Black Forest gummy bears, but this is the cleaning aisle. I think it means aisle 38. Listen, I know my attitude's been really bad, so I grabbed a DoorDash order to kind of reset my attitude. Got this from Lucille's at downtown Summerlin. The customer was super nice and very appreciative, and having that good energy come back at me was very helpful. All right, I made a calculated decision to take this shop that has 33 items because it pays $33. It's the dinner hour. I don't know. I might drop it. We'll see.
You got peach in that one. You got peach in that one. Oh, sorry.
The virus that crashes shit.
That's weird. That's what
Try our tasty chicken from our in-store deli, whether you like it fried.
Okay, we're wrapping another day on Instacart. Only 6 orders today, so I'm glad that I achieved my substantial buffers the last week, even probably if it came at a cost. And that cost was clearly ratings. I'm actually going to do a separate review based on just ratings alone. Instacart has a ratings problem. Tonight I'm finishing up by going through the car wash again. The rating system at Instacart causes problems. I definitely almost canceled an order today because the item that I was looking for was not in stock. And I definitely went to another store so that I could get an item so that I didn't get a bad rating for an order I couldn't cancel. I'm now at a point where I'm not as worried that I'm not going to make it from a numbers perspective of number of deliveries, which doing this many deliveries is insane and itself should be like celebrated. I'm worried that I'm not going to get there because my customer rating might fall below 4.7. And I've tried to contact Instacart several times to have someone just take a look at these ratings. I have 3 4-star ratings and 1 3-star rating. And for every one of those, there's no feedback about what went wrong. And I talked to someone today who told me that they just give 3-star ratings as like, you did a good job. And like, if you've ever had a job review, that's actually how it works. A 3 is a good job. So there's a big ratings problem at Instacart. And now I'm worried that that's going to be the reason I don't get this. But I got my 6 for the day. My last order was a great customer. That's actually someone I deliver to all the time with Uber Eats. So those people love the platform. I chose to take a $31 order in the dinner hour, and I'm glad I did, because I wouldn't have had another set of deliveries, and the dinner hour ended up being pretty slow on the other apps. So that, I feel like I made a good choice with. But I don't know what's going to happen. So thanks for tuning in.